Alright guys, what is going on? Weekend is finally over. Just dread the weekends now, guys. It's awful. What do you do on the weekends? Missed all your pretty faces very much. We got a few stocks to look at today. Some good stuff going on. Brad, man, good to see you here. AVCF something up nice. Yep, we're going to go over that one here shortly. But let's get into it. Straight into the day, guys. What's going on in the market? Market's opening up a little bit higher, sparked in hopes for a China trade deal as talks resume this week. So the futures are higher. Losing session for most of Friday, guys, but largely wiped out with a late surge, allowing the Dow and NASDAQ to post their 7 straight weekly gains. Rick, it's good to see you in here, man. Good to see you guys. Alright, so traders, let's get straight into today. Very excited for it. I'm an addict, guys. I'm just sitting here like scratching myself all weekend. Just, can Monday get here? Just way too excited. Certainly an addiction. AGRX, I took a trade on this one this morning already. Made a little bit of money there. I got my P&L off, so I don't know how much I made, but I shorted at 117 and covered right above VWAP at 109 on AGRX. Got to take advantage of that. When it started popping up, I got very excited for a short, because if you look at the daily on AGRX, this one's got major resistance, you know, up around 115 to 130. So I certainly had to take advantage of that as it was popping up. I only went in with 300 shares on it, hoping that it was going to go a little bit further. And ever since my AMRS trade on Friday, I was very excited to come back and start shorting some more. I really think I'm going to get into shorting a lot more. Really, really excited about it. With AMRS, I mean, that was a heck of a short there. And then AGRX, you know, you start with starter positions. This is something I want you guys to learn, because when I first started trading, it was all about single entry, single exits. But the flexibility of multiple trades and the power of scaling really allows us to mitigate our risk well. So let's say you go in with a third of your share size and the stock works against you a little bit. Well, you can cut your losses for a much smaller loss if you go in with a third of your share size at first. So start with that starter entry, allows you for some more flexibility, and it really takes away a lot of the emotions as well. Starting in, if you go in normally with 1,000 shares, you know, go 300, 300, 400, and it really takes a lot. It takes a risk away, takes emotions away, allows you to be more flexible as well. It's really good, guys. Really good thing to do. Short for short, what's going on, man? Good to see you in here today. Let's go ahead and go over AVCO. Brad brought that one right up. Came out with a PR on it. They got a catalyst. Now, I didn't really dig into it because I didn't understand all this scientific lingo. But this is their PR. They announced breakthrough in identifying human angiogenic exosomes, extracellular vesicles derived from endothelial cells. Okay. I'm just a country boy from North Carolina. I don't know what all that means. But let's take a look at the chart setup on AVCO. You guys saw that Thinkorswim, they posted out there that there was a large update, so wake up really early to update. It only took like a minute or two. I don't know what they were talking about. But AVCO, this one's gapping up some this morning. Closed at around 475. Gapping up right now to around $6. Now, I had drawn on here symmetrical triangle pattern, just kind of breaking through, but still forming a pattern here. So we'll have to extend these lines out. But what I want you guys really to see here, Joseph and Andre, good to see you boys in the house. What I want you guys to note with the symmetrical triangle, what we're looking for is, this one's a little deceiving because we got lower highs, right, and we got higher lows. So we're just squeezing together. As soon as we get above that upper trend line here, that's kind of the breakout area. But your main support and risk you want to be playing off of is this red line. So that's why I was just talking to you guys about the power of scaling, taking away a lot of those emotions and also mitigating much more risk. So you can be more flexible. So if you're normally going with 1,000 shares and you're playing this breakout here, going with 300. If it falls back down to this red line, you can add another 300. Just keeping this red line as your risk, understanding and predefining that risk before you ever get into the trade. So that's AVCO right now. It's kind of broke out above. It's light on volume, getting less than 5,000 shares traded a minute there. If we look at the history on AVCO, I mean, take a look at it. Just a few weeks ago, this one went from $2 to $13. All the way back down to 4, then back up to 9, and this all happened rather recently too, right? This was in January, so just last month. This is probably one I'm going to avoid, guys. Now, I'll say that just because there's a lot of longs in this, from where it's at now, $6 up to 13. A lot of longs that just held the bag on this one. They're going to be looking to just sell their position as it's popping up. We got a lot of shorts that are going to be on this as well, scaling into it as it's popping, knowing that it's a pump and dump. So it's probably going to be one I avoid. I would suggest if you're going to trade it, just be in and out very quick on a wash or so. So be very careful with AVCO. It certainly can be an account killer. Just keep that in mind. There is a catalyst. It is a pump and dump. Be very smart with that one. Let's continue down the list, guys. AMRS. AMRS, this one on Friday was my short. I was really happy about that short, but what happened? Essentially after I covered, this thing really started U-shaping back around, coming back up to that high of day, get around there to $6. Multi Merlin in the house. Good morning, man. AMRS, the 200 days right at $6 on this. That's the gap to fill as well, around $6. It's had 1, 2, 3, 4 green days in a row since it gapped up from around $3. This one's really trying to perk up and open up near that resistance at $6. So it's being a little tricky here. Conventionally, these things would kind of fade off on a Friday, but it's being a little tricky. This one's being much more of less of a buy the breakout and more of kind of buy it as it pulls off and sells on off, and then sell it up near resistance. So it's going to be opening up right around 585, close to that $6 resistance, which has been holding up on it pretty tight We'll keep it on watch. If we look at the, let's pull up some more charts on it for you guys. AMRS. We pull up the 3-year chart. We do have solid 650 resistance on it. We hit a lot of times in here, many times here. 650 is going to be kind of tough on it there. The gap to fill on AMRS, is of course going to be that 720. 720 is going to be kind of where it's filling that gap up here. The gap to fill is really at $6. It's going to have tough resistance at 720 as well in AMRS. But what's it been doing the last few weeks? If we pull up the 20-day chart, it's really been just channeling here between $5 and $6. We can see it's trying to make higher lows. In fact, on Friday, even tried to make a higher low compared to the previous days. If you actually draw a trend line out right here, try drawing that out. Yeah, you guys see that? This is almost a flag right here forming. Sorry, I didn't have this drawn out before. Almost a flag forming here, so just be careful on AMRS, especially if you're short right now. This one could get a, I think this one could get a pop over 6 today. Be careful with that one. It's forming an ascending triangle here. Is what it really would be. We got higher lows forming with that $6 as main resistance. So be mindful of that. We are really extended here on the RSI and everything, so we could see a pop and then fade on off and start turning into a red day. I'm a little iffy here though. I want to watch the price action and see how it's going to react around $6, that 200-day moving average. That is the gap there to fill as well, and then also 650 is resistance. So I'm going to be keeping AMRS certainly on watch for a short sell, of course, but we'll see how that one's going to open on up today. Volatility good to see in here. Ronald, AVCO for a short. And Albert, what's going on? Good morning, man. Ronald, AVCO for a short. Yeah, I mean, certainly AVCO is a pump and dump. I mean, all we got to do is look at the past chart history on that, and last month the thing went up and came straight back on down. This gets a lot of traders excited. It gets longs excited, it gets shorts excited. It gets longs excited because there's a lot of money to be made on the pump. Just taking a chunk of the move if it does pump. But oftentimes, I will tell you this, oftentimes when a stock has just been a pump and dump like a month ago, it's most likely not going to do exactly what it did, just a month later. It's got to be half a year to a year later before it's really going to turn into a pump and dump again. When it just happened a few weeks ago, it's really not likely for it to happen again because of what I told you just a little bit ago. There's a lot of bag holders still holding from $6 to $14 that are looking for this to pop and get out, and then shorts are going to be a little bit more trigger happy getting into this, of course, knowing that it's just a pump and dump. But because before AVCO did what it did last month, we take a look, really as past chart history. This one, I don't see anywhere in the last 3 years where it was a pump and dump, but it just did it last month. So now that shorts know that this thing is just a straight up pump and dump, they're going to be more eager to get into it a little earlier, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm going to be really weary on this. I think absolutely it is a short, long-term short. What's it going to do intraday here today? We're not sure. If I had to take a guess, might get a little pop. Is it going to break 650 of pre-market highs? I don't know. Essentially what I'm trying to say is this thing can either go up or down. John Wilson, what's up, man? Good to see you here today. Hope you had a great weekend. Just doing a little pre-market analysis. You know how we do. But guys, yeah, for the new ones joining in here today, I already took a short on AGRX. Wish I could have built a larger position on it. I really top ticked it, when it started coming up to 117. Got that at 117 for a short sell. Only 300 shares. Because I wanted it to go back up to 125, 130 to add to it, but it didn't end up doing that. So you still make money. Power scaling. That's how it works. Esteban, good morning, man. Hope you had a great weekend. All right, what's next on the watch list? There's a few that I really want to look at for you guys that are shorts. I'm saying I really want to start getting more into shorting. I really do, because I felt very comfortable and happy about my trade on. JB, awesome, man. What's up? Good to see you. TPNL. That's one that I was going to go over. You read my mind. JB, killing it. Yeah, let's go ahead and go over TPNL. Because CMAG has shorts for this. And this one, I'll let you guys see the chart here. TPNL, the only issue here is it's really light on volume. This is certainly a short, but it's really a liquid. That's the problem. So we pull up, let's pull up the 6-month chart, or the 3-year. Let's pull up the 3-year. Look at the 3-year chart on this, guys. This thing from 15 cents all the way up to 710 right now. I mean, really overextended on volume. I mean, look at this volume here, nearly 5 million shares. This is a 3-year chart. So relative to what it's done in the last 3 years, it's really been getting a lot of volume now. And what do you want to do when lots and lots of volume comes in? You want to take the opposite side of the trade, right? I often am reminded. Now, I didn't trade Bitcoin, but I'm often reminded of it when it started coming on the news and all your friends on Facebook were like, I'm buying it when it's up near $20,000. I'm like, when everyone's buying it, that's when you need to take the opposite position. So TPNL, this one's certainly a short. There's no resistance overhead though. That's what's hard to go off of. There's no clear indicator telling us where we know a lot of people are going to be like selling their positions or coming in with a short. So it's a little difficult. We're going to have to solely go off of price action, which is mainly what we need to go off of anyways. It's just having somewhat of a blueprint is of course always nice. But TPNL, ideally on this JB, we could get a para out of the gates and then short that para. But because it's so light on volume, I don't know if that's going to happen. We might just start fading right out of the gates. That's the concern here. It's going to be light on volume. But TPNL, ideally, let's get a good volume out of the gates. See this thing spike up to 750 plus and then go for a short, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Especially with the volume we have today. But the higher the better on it. So we'll see how that one's going to open on up. So what are we going over? AVCO. Where's that one sitting at right now? AGRX sitting at $1 or $2. Man, that's irritating. Irritating. AVCO sitting at $5.89. All right, guys, we're going over AVCO, TPNL, AMRS. What's next? Let's go over EGAN. Jerry, man, what's going on? Good to see you in here. Hope you had a great weekend. It's going to be a great week ahead. Guys, this bearskin watch list here. This is one of my favorites. This is pretty much the scanner that finds these overextended stocks for us. Excuse me. And EGAN's at the top, so we'll go right over that one. Alright, EGAN. This one got a nice volume spike at the end of the day on Friday. Good volume coming into it. EGAN, we pull up the 20-day chart. We're up from around $7.50, now up near $11 right now. And then on the daily chart, we had a gap to fill. It was about $9.50, or no, $10.50. $10.50 was the gap to fill on this, or yeah, it was. The gap to fill is at $12.50, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. We had this first resistance where it kind of gapped down on that first day at around 10.50 there. But then the gap to fill up here is around 12.70, 12.50. There's a lot of resistance as well. If we pull up the the 3-year chart, take a look at this. A lot of tough resistance around 12.25 up to 12.50. on these candlesticks. You see all the lower shadows hitting that area, 1225. 1225. So I would love for this thing to continue moving on up for a short, because I do have shorts on EGAN. But it makes me a little nervous that it's not, just because of the volume spike we got in. So this is what happens oftentimes, guys. When you have a stock that closes at the end of the day on really solid volume, you see this? Like, we have volume spikes, volume surges at the end of the day, a lot of guys coming in on the long side. And they see that this stock does not gap up over the weekend. So a lot of guys are getting in this at $11, $11.25, and that's not gapping up over the weekend. They're going to be much more they're going to be pretty antsy to sell this thing when the market opens on up. So that's why oftentimes we'll see a little bit of a sell-off, but then we might have a red to green move. That's what I would like. If we had a little bit of a sell-off, these guys are, panic selling their positions. We're not having the gap up. We start U-shaping around, breaking out, and heading up to that next resistance area. I want this one a little bit higher. So EGAN, I have shorts on. I'm going to be really watching that one. Yeah, guys, we got about 10 minutes left, so I'll start going through these a little bit quicker. Ron, good luck, man. Hope you do very well today. Appreciate you being in here. Yeah, so COTY, that's the next one on the bear scan watch list. COTY, that one was on earnings Friday, guys. Q2 earnings. That one had really solid volume coming in at the end of the day as well on Friday. Kind of opening up very much similar to EGAN. So we need to see how this one's going to open as well. Is it going to hold this 925, 930 area, consolidate, continuous next leg on up? Or are we going to start seeing the fade on COTY? So this one, just know that it did uptrend nice on Friday. So we're going to see how this one holds up today. So those, the shorts I'm watching, I just really want to see how they're going to open on up. And this really does look like a Monday from looking at the scanners. This is a Monday. There's a few stocks to look at. Volumes hasn't necessarily made up its mind on where it's going. Mondays, the dust settles a lot. People are just getting back into the swing of things. I think there are going to be a lot of traders in on AMRS. I really do. AMRS, this one, is in that ascending triangle. We're going to see how it's going to react around $6. I would like to take a short on it. But I think some shorts are going to get squeezed on it. We're going to get that 200-day moving average break. We'll see how it's going to open on up. Price action is going to be everything on it. On AMRS, I think volume is going to come back here, because where's all the volume right now? All the volume is going to probably open up on AVCO. AVCO is where most activity and volume is going to be. AVCO, I'm not going to trade it. It's a pump and dump. It's really risky. With my account size, I'm going to be avoiding this one. It just pumped and dumped a month ago. Most likely going to pump and fade on off today. I don't have any shorts on it, so I'll be avoiding that one there. AGRX, for the new guys coming in, I was short on that one at 117. Wish it would have gave me a better entry on it. Would have kept moving on up just a little bit. Didn't, so I just took my profit and I'm good to go there. TPNL, COTY, EGAN. We're going to watch those for a short position. AMRS, this one I'm going to watch as well very closely. AMRS I'm watching. That's probably one of my top stocks to watch today. I'm going to be pretty careful on it though. TPNL, want to see how that opens up for a short, and EGAN, want to see what that's going to do for a short as well. See how these are going to open. Are they just going to open and drop, fade on off, panic selling? Are they going to set themselves up to get their next leg on up? But traders, got about 5 minutes till the market opens on up. Those are the stocks I'm watching today. Took one trade. I'm going to be patient with my next one. I would love to start the week on a green note. Feeling really good, feeling very healthy with my trading. Multi-Merlin, good luck to all. Absolutely, guys. And if you have absolutely any questions at all, feel free to hit me up. Would love to help you guys out. Getting set up at your broker. I know a lot of guys are coming to CMEG, and I might do a video shortly on CMEG because they do now have, with DOS, they do now have short locates, which I'm very excited about because I want to get more into shorting. Really do. Really feeling it on the short side. For some reason, I can hold my shorts a lot longer. Like I don't have as much experience shorting as I do being long biased and trading on the long side, but the shorts I'm always much more comfortable in to hold, and that's one of my main problems is holding my. I don't hold my winners. You know, I hold my losers longer than I hold my winners. That's a big problem. If I can fix that by shorting, we'll be all set. Be very excited. Yeah, very excited for you guys for CMEG. And then, of course, the scanners, guys, that's going to be in the description below. If you guys want to go ahead and get set up with the scanners, you're going to get 33% off. I adjusted that link in the description. It was to go to my home page for the IntensityStockWatch.com, where you can get 33% off. But traders, have a great day today. No revenge trading, no over trading. Let's do it. And good luck to you all. Predefined risk today. Predefined risk. All right, traders. Let me know how you did in the comment section on today's video, and we will see you all tomorrow. I feel that way too, Ken. I think it's because when one is shorting, one has more confidence that stock, as in going up, is practically always because of one. Yeah. Completely agree with you there, Esteban. So yeah, that's why I'm going to get more into shorting now. Really going to get more into shorting, and I do believe this as well. You know, more traders that are long biased, in my opinion, I don't have statistics, but are probably more amateur. You know, that they're holding and hoping a lot more than probably short biased traders are, and so as the stock just pulls back and they never cut their position, and you know, shorts are just constantly taking their money, because a lot of long biased traders, when they are first introduced to the market, you know, they don't cut their losses very quick. But guys, we got 4 minutes until the market opens on up. That's going to wrap up today's pre-market analysis. Traders, I will see you all fresh tomorrow morning.